My friends, what a sad, sad day. It's our last season. Or wait, no, it's our last episode of season one.
Could be.
It's our last episode of season one. And we're going to talk with Nicholas Gray, podcast producer, about the season today.
Some of our favorite moments.
Some of our favorite moments. Let's do that right after this cool intro.
Wait.
Guys, in case you didn't know, firstly, we've had a great time making this podcast this season, and we did, what was it, 20 episodes, Nick?
20. This will be 21.
This will be 21 episodes we did, and it was really fun to do it in the quarantine. And one thing that I just found out, Nick, is that you made the intro music.
Yes.
How did you do that? Guys, Nick made the intro music, and then did you also tell me that you also made on the coffee sound, the beans? Tell me you did that.
All right. So the very first, if you guys remember, for like the first 7 or 8 episodes, there was a coffee bean intro. And that one was really supposed to be just like a placeholder. Like I just found that was like a pre-made thing. And then I just like made up a little logo and put it in there. And I was like, oh, here's what it could look like. And Raleigh's like, yeah, great, love it. And I'm like, what? Yeah. And he was like, cool. And so, no, I didn't make that. That was pre-made. I put the sound effects in there, but I didn't like record them. But then like, so here's what happened. I was like, I don't like it. And I didn't ever really, like, I liked it. Like it was good, but I was like, it could be better. And so one day I literally, you don't know the story, I literally got really mad because I was like, I want a good looking logo, but we don't have any money, so we can't pay somebody that specializes in it. So I literally spent 5 hours in front of my computer, like trying to come up with something with my skill set that would be acceptable for like a new logo opener. And what we have today is what it is.
Well,
that took like 5 hours.
I mean, you did a good job. I like it a lot. I mean, especially on a, we here at Raleigh's Roast, we have a big budget of $0.
Lots of coffee though.
We've got coffee for days. And it started out as we would have coffee with, the guests, and me and you would have coffee, but then
so talk about that.
Well, there was a thing that hit the world called a worldwide pandemic. It's something about a Corona beer transforming into a virus, and somehow real tragic, because who would have thought Corona beer wasn't just a beer anymore?
Right. Yeah.
But anyways, I digress. We started out doing coffee. And that was really fun. We would guess the coffee. Yes. And then we did all sorts of funny different things. Like, hey, remember when, by the way, this episode, we just want to talk about the season and our favorite moments.
Yes.
So
that's what you're in for.
Do you remember when I guessed all the burgers?
Yes. That one was upsetting to me. Because as someone who, like yourself, that talks about food so often and how much you like food and how much you eat food, the fact that you didn't get, like, you got one of them right or none of them right.
I think I got 0.
That upset me.
It upset me too that you got 2 Sonic burgers and tricked me.
Right. So back to the way earlier ones, our very first guest, do you remember that? Nicole Miller?
Oh man, that was wild. It was snowing. I mean,
what is she up to?
Nicole Miller is quarantined in her house. She texted me a while back, and she can walk to a margarita place. So she's been walking to a place to get margaritas and then walking back. So just to let you guys know, Nicole Miller's doing great. She's drinking.
Yeah, that sounds like an awesome thing.
Well, I mean, once again, there was this thing that hit called a worldwide pandemic.
That's right. We did start this. It was like cold out. I remember that.
It was cold. I remember, and we would try and, for those of you that didn't know, you wouldn't know. We would try and film like a few episodes a day if we could, and get as much knocked out in one day as we could. And so we would try. Sometimes we would do one with me and Nick and one with me and a guest, and then I would do like the real talk with Raleigh's, and all in one day. But I mean, over the quarantine, we were kind of able to space it out more, just because you could do it whenever. But we used to do it in person,
Yeah.
at Studio 204.
Yeah. Which is
so-
my little place. It was supposed to be like guest, then me and you, guest, then me and you, guest, then me and you.
Yep.
And it turned out it was me and you, me and you, me and you, and then guest because I remember whenever the quarantine, like right before it started, we were like, okay, we got to film a bunch. We filmed like 4 episodes in a day because we were like, I don't know when's the next time we're going to be able to see you, which was a good call because it hasn't really changed since then. So
no, it's been wild. The world. I remember the episode where me and you did. It was like, I can't remember when it was, but it was like our quarantine survival kit.
Yes.
And it was so stupid. Like I was thinking like, okay, how stupid should I get on this podcast? Because I was trying to convince people that Chef Boyardee was the cause of the coronavirus because he wanted people to buy his canned goods.
Right.
I mean, like I was like, but then it was fun. It was really fun to do that, and then like the Real Talk with Raleigh's was more like me being serious, but
right. Well, what's funny about that one is that I think in the back of both of our heads we were kind of like, this isn't going to be that serious, right? Because like being in the entertainment industry, it's kind of like when someone says, oh, hey, your whole industry is going to go down for the better part of a year. Like there's like, you're like, no, that can't be right. Yes. And so like we were kind of goofing a little bit. And then like over the course of goofing about it, you'll recall this. I kind of got like, I changed and I was like, hey man, I was like, what if it's not goofy? Like, what if this is a real thing? And I was like, okay, so what we need to do is we need to film a little serious thing and be like, hey, we are taking this serious. So we post that little thing to your Instagram. We're like, hey, we are taking this seriously, but this is literally our job is to entertain or whatever. Yep. So tell me your thoughts. Did you think it was going to be like when we were filming those episodes, were you thinking that was going to be the last time we filmed stuff together, except for that one thing that we did?
No, right. Man, I didn't think that. I didn't think that at all. Like, I think like most people, I mean, I never envisioned this thing lasting as long as it has.
Right.
And continuing to affect, I mean, the touring industry is just decimated right now. Mm-hmm. I mean, just absolutely. Yeah. And who knows like the lasting effects of our entire economy, right? But right. Crazy. I never thought it would last this long. Mm-hmm. And that's interesting. Another interesting point that you brought up there was, okay. When we first were doing this, the dilemma for me as an artist is kind of like, I'm pretty much not serious all the time in person, but all my music is incredibly like serious for the most part. Mm-hmm. There's exceptions on the new stuff that no one's heard, but like, it was kind of like that. Hey, are people going to be confused because I'm like a total sarcastic asshole sometimes? Right. Like, are they going to be confused because my music is like, let's go cry together or something, Right. Or like, let's go get in our feels. Like my Instagram bio says, I write country songs for your feels, Mm-hmm. So I don't know. That was interesting, and it's been interesting for people to see like my actual like personality or whatever.
That says I write country music for your feels, and that's right above your TikTok link, right?
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Yeah. Well, hey, the thing about TikTok is I'm not sure TikTok's going to be around much longer.
That's true. So that's diversify your content. I'm scrolling through here. I remember that one time you lied to your entire audience. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh,
but I probably do that all the time.
The huge bold-faced lie that you completely bludgeoned the ear holes of your audience and the soft, malleable minds of the youth with.
Tell me what the freaking lie is.
Raleigh's defense of his favorite Mexican burrito place. It's obviously Moe's, but you incorrectly said whatever. I don't even want to say their name.
Chipotle.
Yeah, whatever.
Nick, the truth hurts, my friend.
No.
The truth hurts. Moe's is great. But listen.
Correction. The best.
We can at least, no, it's definitely not the best, and I can give you a 9-minute speech about why. But we can
minutes.
at least agree that Qdoba's the worst.
Yeah. Qdoba sucks.
No, but especially because half the people don't even know how to pronounce it.
Yeah. Which ones can you buy beer in?
You can buy it in Chipotle,
and
Moe's.
you can for sure.
Can
Moe's,
you get it?
Yeah.
Can you get it in Qdoba?
I don't think so. So that means that it's automatically the worst based on that alone.
That's right. I mean, I base all of my tastes off of whether or not a place can sell alcohol or not.
Good.
There's a name for that.
Good metric. There's a name for that, and it's called a Luke Bryan record.
Burn, Luke. Got him.
Remember when we went to your parents' place?
Oh man, that was a really fun episode for me because we were in the house I grew up in.
Yeah.
We got to eat Skyline on camera, which was a little bit of a risk because I don't have good manners, and my dad was like,
oh yeah, I remember mixing that in like it was like a bunch of, and I was like,
oh yeah, it's like eating spaghetti on camera. It's like
right.
Some
Which
people probably loved it, and then no, it was cool though. It was cool to talk to my parents.
That I want to talk about that trip a little bit. So we were there because you gave a keynote speech at the professional development day at your old high school. What was that like? We have tons of behind the scenes of that, by the way.
I know. Oh, I want to get that out there. I want to get that out there.
Yeah.
No, that was really cool. So I went home and got to just talk to all the teachers from my old high school and middle school and elementary school. So there was like 400 teachers. I think. How many people were there?
Over the course of you did it twice. So there's probably like 300 every time. So probably like 600.
Yeah. So there's a lot of teachers in that school district.
Yeah.
And man, that was an honor to get to see people who, invested their time in me when I was young and got to see that I'm doing this for a living now. And
yeah.
I got to talk to them and just basically tell them that no kid is too far gone type of thing.
no kid is too far gone.
Not that I was that bad. When I was a good kid when I was in elementary school. I was like, I obeyed the teachers, and then like 13, 14, 15 hits, and it's like in boys, man, they'll just go wild, go nuts, and that's what I did.
Do you want to talk about your new record any?
I do. We can talk about it at the end for sure. I want to talk about that at the end.
Okay. I have a couple things that I'll bring up that
what was fun?
What's up?
Talking to Peyton Taylor.
Peyton Taylor, for me, that was a close tie, almost tie. That was a tie. Peyton Taylor's episode was a tie for one of my favorite guests of all time, just because Peyton's such a sweetheart. I've known her forever, and it was so awesome to see two of my favorite people, you and Peyton, talk. It was pretty cool. She
was a great guest.
And you guys have like kind of similar experiences with like music and everything, where you both are like wanting to progress beyond where you are currently, but you still can appreciate what you've done in the past to get to the point where you're at.
Sure. And I think it was super fun writing those songs. For those of you that haven't seen that episode, go back and watch it, Peyton Taylor. But it was really fun. The game that we played that week was write a song in 5 minutes, wasn't it?
Yes.
And her song was awesome, and like I just thought that was so entertaining and fun because we literally, a lot of these shows, like they say write a song in a short period of time, but they'll give you like an hour or something.
Right.
Our show, bro, we did 5 minutes straight. Like we had 5 minutes to write a verse and a chorus, and it was hard. Like you got to book it. Like you just got to go. Like even if your idea sucks, you just go.
Right.
So that I thought that was really entertaining and fun.
Mm-hmm. And my personal, so that was my like tie for favorite guest. My other favorite guest was Haley Payne, only because I've literally known her for a decade. And so to have you
she
guys
was
talk,
so sweet, man. She was really nice. I liked her a lot.
Yeah.
I'm looking through these. Oh, I love talking to Spencer Crandall. He's my dude. I like him.
Yeah, I like talking to Spencer too, because he was our first remote guest, and I was like, I hope this works.
Yes,
and it did.
It did work.
I was excited about that one. You remember that one time when you showed me a bunch of things that didn't make me laugh?
Yeah, man, that sucked. You've got the weirdest sense of humor. Well, or I do. Either one of us has a weird sense of humor. Probably both of us. But you know what I was thinking? What's really fun to do, and I did this because I knew I recently, because this was our last of the season. Going through all the clips you made of all the of all the episodes. If you guys go to YouTube, there's like highlight clips of all of the episodes.
Which we did. I did that, just to clarify. I did that for the first half on YouTube, and then we started doing them on the stories. So we have like little clips on like the stories. So if you were following him, you saw some of those.
Yeah, but like there's still a lot of good ones that are really funny. So
and at the end of this episode, I'm gonna put together like a minute or two of like little tiny clips that I've saved that weren't quite long enough to be made into like little they're like stuff that's like 2 and 3 seconds long that I think is funny. So I'm gonna put that at the end. I think it's gonna be
that'll
funny.
be dope. That'll be really fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we did a lot. I mean, we did a ton of episodes. Like the podcast, other than like Joe Rogan, like the podcasts that I watch that help me, or like I listen to like music marketing podcasts or songwriting podcasts or whatever, business podcasts. And like they come out like once a week or once every 2 weeks or once every month. And man, we churned them out. We did 20 full episodes, a bunch of
21. We did 21 full episodes. We did 10 game episodes, and we did like 18 mini episodes, all since February.
That's wild.
Yeah, not bad at all.
When you're sitting in a basement like I was, waiting for your house to be finished, and you've got nothing, and you're locked in, like I was wearing a mask by myself for like 4 months. That's what you do, man.
I think it was cool to be able to see. I think certain people get certain ideas. They get ideals inside their heads about what they want artists to be and what they want musicians to be. And I think doing this podcast is a great way to kind of see who Raleigh kind of is.
Yeah, man. I think that was probably the most, when I do these podcasts and when I do like, sometimes I'll go on Instagram and put a story up that says, ask me anything. And people ask questions and I've just found that people love when they get to see what the person is like behind the music, and I think that's been really rewarding. I think that's been really cool. Well, yeah, man.
I want to mention your new record for a little bit.
Cool.
So one of the things in previous episodes, we found out that you play trombone. I think that it would be cool if there was trombone on your new record. Yes or no? Is there trombone on your new record?
Okay, this is really funny. No, there's not. However, However, there's a guy that we just started kind of working with, my management and I, who found out that I play trombone and he is really trying to convince me to do trombone versions of all the songs to release on Spotify. And I was like, man, I'll be honest, I was not expecting you to say that. I was like, he wants to do all these different type of versions, like instrumental, trombone, piano version, guitar version. Who knows? Maybe I'll sing it in Spanish. You never know.
There you go. I can speak a little Spanish. I'll teach you.
I know some. Dude, I was actually good in Spanish. In high school, I took Spanish. And in college as well.
As long as you sing about bathrooms, food, colors, and
Baños.
numbers. Yeah.
Coma.
I got you. I
can sing about the bathroom. El baño.
Your fans are interested always in my love life. I am happy to report that Miriam and I are currently celebrating 5 months. So that's nice.
Wait, so you guys are officially dating? I thought you were just.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I know.
But we can't. But we still, and just so everyone knows, we still have not met because of this thing called Rona.
What's Rona?
Oh man. So it's so much.
It's so much. But it's not limited to something.
No.
Rona is like a state of mind.
Yes.
I go to Rona in my mind, you know?
Rona on my mind. All right.
Okay, so you're dating. Great.
Next.
Happy 5 year or 5 month anniversary.
5 years. It's been 5 years. During Rona time, the months count as years.
Yes.
So it's been 5 years.
That's right.
We're getting married soon. Okay. Last question about your new record. Can we talk about the songs that are on your record? Or
no.
No, you don't want me to talk about the songs that are on your record?
Not yet. We'll do a different thing.
I'll say this. There's a song that's on his record. I know the songs that are on his record. There's a song that's on his record that he's only played live twice. And it's great. And I cannot wait for it to come out. And that's it. I feel like I could say that, right?
Yeah,
that
you can say
too
that.
much.
Well, thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem. It's really
I'm
personal.
really excited. Yes, it is. I think I know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I've had a blast. So as of the intermission, that was really cool to like do all those acoustic songs. And I'm grateful I did all of them because during Rona, as you call it, Corona, it bought me a lot of time to be able to finish this full length record.
Yeah.
And man, I'm excited. I will caveat. Is that the word? I will warn.
Who knows?
It's different. This music's different than what I've done. Wouldn't you say?
Yes.
I would say it's way different. It's like it's a new Raleigh Keegan, and it's like what I've been trying to do for a long time, and I feel like I've just successfully done it for the first time.
Good.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I like that. Here's the thing. I feel like if I could say this, if I could be so bold, I feel like the intermission stuff was like a step towards that direction.
Sure.
So it's not going to be too. So like doing intermission before this new record comes out in the future, I think was a good move because it's kind of like it warms up to the idea of kind of what you want to move into.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, man, I'm excited to. We'll do like a deep dive as far as like how we made the record and all the songs and all of that. But dang, y'all be on the lookout because I'm excited. I'm more excited for this music than I've been. It has given me new life, new spunk, new creativity, new energy. And like it's like it might be, who knows, it might be self-titled because I'm just like, this is me, this is me. So yeah, anyways, I'm excited.
Who knows?
This was a great
trip down memory lane.
We're gonna focus on music for a while, focus on this new record, and we're gonna come back and do this podcast again. And I guess we'll call that season 2 then.
Yeah. Or just be like me and call it whatever the heck season you want to call it.
Yeah, well, let's just call it Post-Rona.
The Post-Rona pod.
We will come back when we can come in person, go in person, and
cool.
Be together. Cool.
Good deal.
Well, anything else, bro? I don't know.
No, we're gonna end it with this montage. That's how we'll end it.
Oh, I'm excited to see this montage, and I hope you guys like it. Thanks for sticking with us for all this whole season.
Boom.
Well, looks like we're live. Maybe we're gonna try this. Hello, my friends. Welcome to another
I made it to the Call Her Daddy podcast. Thank you so much.
Our word of the day is atrocious.
I like
Can you
spell it?
A
I don't know if you can.
R
Okay.
I.
No.
Oh crap! That was good. You guys both did great.
Well,
Why are you looking at me like that? I really think it was great.
I
know where you sleep, Mom.
I'm gonna delete that
oh, it'll be
camera.
fine. We did fine.
No, they really did. Mom, quit giving him the evil eye. He did fine. Did they get it from the freezer last night? Did they kill a cat behind the restaurant? And that's what we're eating. And I'm pretty sure it's non-GMO. That's what it is, right, Nick? Non-GMO. That's the thing. It says it on the wall. So I thought, whoever thought cheese could be healthy? Raleigh Keegan didn't. Everyone has the same flavor of black beans because they're just black beans. And then they came out with a queso that was garbage. And I'll admit that. They're my favorite place on earth. If I could baptize my children there, I would.
I don't know you, but
Oh, it almost hit me on the face. My heart's frozen too. My heart. I'd really want to quit. Not for real, man. I'll tell you what. We're not doing this again.
chug, 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 chug.
This is hard. This is harder than I thought.
Raleigh needs your encouragement.
Come on.
Headed out south to the land of the pines, somewhere my way in North Carolina.
Wait.
Steering up the road, pray to God I see headlights.
Look at this graph. And if whoever wins, Nick has to name his first kid after whoever wins too. Nick, producer's note, cut that out. And Whataburger's very popular in Florida and other places as well. But I love it because every time I see it, I get to say, hey, look, there's a Whataburger. And I love to say, I love to say Whataburger. Nick, you're going to have to edit this. This sucks right now. Oh, wow.
I was trying to be a treat.
Well, this sounds like a
Forgetful shaman, Nick. The forgetful shaman. Do we need to say anything else? Cut. All right, Nick, that's a producer's note. Don't do that.